Hello and welcome to the Pub Footy Podcast. Today is a special episode and a special guest, one of the funniest guys on the internet today, Leo Hernandez, also known as El Soccer Guy. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for having me. I
Clap
appreciate
it
it.
up, clap it up, clap it up.
Thank
What's
you.
up? What's up? What's up?
Leo, thank you for you to come on our pod and just kind of give your 2 cents on kind of this like crazy social media world. One of our goals here is to not gatekeep. We want to educate and kind of inspire people that want to be comedic social media influencers like yourself. So really appreciate you having you on, and yeah, love to hear more about your story. I think the first question that we kind of all had is kind of how El Soccer Guy came about, and kind of just like your rise to where you are today.
Oh, cool. Thanks for having me. Dan, where do I start? Well, actually, there's one thing I hate the word influencer. Honestly, I hate it. I prefer content creator
Perfect.
because
Content creator.
because I used to work with influencers, which I've never really had a bad experience, but I've heard a lot of stories. Some influencers, once you have this amount of followers, they think, they own the place. Obviously, hopefully that doesn't happen with me because I try to be humble and everything, So I try to respond to everybody's message as much as I can. Some are a little weird, so I kind of ignore them or delete it. I was like, yeah. I think the most random message I've ever received was somebody from, I can't remember where, but they're asking me if I could get them to join a pro team, and I'm like, have you not seen my profile? That's not what I do.
They thought you were the
know?
scout.
Yeah. They thought I was a scout, so I'm like, I can't help you because I don't know anybody. And
That's funny though.
Where was the
Yeah.
guy? Where was the guy based out of?
I don't know. I can't. I want to say I can't. I want to say it was South Africa. I think. I
Yeah.
think it's random. The most random messages, And I was like,
You might have missed out on a baller.
Yeah, you could have been his agent.
No, I could have, but then I saw some of his videos. Like, nah, I don't think he's gonna make it.
Like this
Yeah.
guy
He's
don't
watching
got
this right now. He's gonna
Yeah.
watch it. Like,
Yeah, and then he sent me another message like months later. He's like, "Hey, I know you can't help me, but like, can you send me money so I can go try out for a team?" And I'm like,
Jesus.
"No, like this is how you get scammed, But that's the most random message. Actually, I got like I don't want to say a death threat, but I did get threatened by someone on social because
Is he a Madrid fan?
I don't know, but no, he's a football fan, like football NFL fan.
Wow.
But I compared the World Cup. I shared a tweet from someone, not me, someone else, that the World Cup is better than the Super Bowl, and he got really offended. He sent me DMs. He emailed me. Yeah, he was really upset, and I'm like, that's not my tweet. And he's like, I don't care. You're promoting it, and I'm like, okay, but
on a
he blocked.
strain, Leo.
That's what happens when you're famous,
Yeah,
But
I appreciate you correcting me, because I definitely agree. I think content creator is a much better word for a lot of us, right?
yeah,
I'm definitely not influencing anybody.
yeah,
But we try to make content, we try to entertain
yeah,
and educate people, and I think that's just kind of what we want to do.
Yeah, no, I like what you guys did because it's funny because I don't want to say that I am, but I do get like camera shy, especially when I have to speak about something because I like to be prepared. And I guess when I started, I think I want to say it was like 2021, 2022. I wasn't a soccer guy. I was just Leo. I was trying to just make people laugh. And then my first viral video, I remember it was when Mexico lost some important game, like they always do. But they lost, and I made fun of them by me dressing up into the uniform and putting on my knee brace.
Oh yeah, it's a good video. I like that video.
Yeah, and I remember when I turned my phone off, I was like, oh, it's not a big deal. And then this was the first time I saw TikTok. It had 99 plus notifications, and so I had to turn my notifications off because it was blowing up for a whole week, and I was like, fuck, I can't do this. But then I was like, damn, I should probably do more soccer stuff because I love soccer, so it kind of makes sense. So that's why I started little by little. And fast forward to now, I've been invited to events. I've been getting like merch, free merch. I was invited to suites, which is crazy. I've never been to a suite before. So the life of a content creator is fun, but it takes a lot of work, honestly. There's times where I'm just like overwhelmed, like what's the next big viral video? But I think I'm more worried about being consistent than making viral videos now because some videos they just don't do well, some do. But I'm just trying to make people laugh, trying to enjoy myself, travel. Like I was telling you guys, I'm trying to go to New York just because I've never been. There's soccer teams. I know a couple like content creators too over there. So I'm like, we can collab, we can hang out. So that's all I'm trying to do is just enjoy myself, make video content, and make more connections, basically, you know?
Did
Were
you?
you go ahead, Carlos.
Sorry. Did you? So when did you decide to be a content creator, or did you make that one video after that Mexico loss and then it blew up, and you were like, wait a second, should I just keep this going?
Pretty much after that, I was like, okay, I gotta find more soccer stuff. And little by little,
Okay.
you know, I had no like, I didn't have that much video editing experience, and this was before CapCut, so I had to do it like on TikTok. And so primarily I was on TikTok, and then someone told me like, oh, what's your Instagram for soccer? I'm like, oh, I don't have one. So I was like, oh, I should probably make one. And then my TikTok account got banned, or they took it down like last year. So I'm more into Instagram now because TikTok has its own issues, you know?
Yeah. Were you because you're a funny guy, right? You're almost like
I hope so.
you're like a comedian, right? So were you making other like comedic videos before soccer?
Somewhat, yeah. It was just like the most random stuff I could think of. It was like
Like
it
what?
wasn't even a fuck. Let me say. There is one I remember. Oh, I don't even have it because it's my old TikTok. It was just like meme stuff. So I would try to recreate memes. Like let's say you find a meme on Instagram and it's just like a picture. So I would try to recreate it in like in a person. Like how would I do
Got
this
it.
in person? Or like templates. Um, damn, what was the other one? There's one I remember like the video, but I can't remember the context of it. But it was just like whatever I can think of.
So I guess I'm curious because you said you're camera shy, but
Yeah.
you like making videos and you like making people laugh. So
Yeah.
I guess what encouraged you to do that from the get-go?
Well, I guess I've ever seen those videos where it's like, damn, that's cringe. That's how I felt when I was making videos. Like, I was like, damn, this is cringe, you know. But then I was like, well, it's because also like I was during the pandemic, you know, you pretty much had nothing else to do. So that's when I was doing it little by little, but I wasn't like really that into it. So from there, it kind of started, and then 2021, I was like little by little, and then that viral video hit. I was like, okay, I could probably do more. So being on camera, like recording myself, like, damn, I can't do this. But then I was just for fun to see how it goes. I wasn't making money off it. I was trying to see where it went, and I was working a full-time job. But then, you know, soccer came in. I saw people making money, people getting invited to stuff, and I was like, well, let's see how it goes. And I'm not really expecting to get paid right now, but I think the best thing about being a content creator is like meeting a lot of people. I go to LAFC games all the time because I have season tickets. A lot of people know me, which I'm surprised because I'm not used to like being recognized. So people don't know my real name. So like, oh, hey, what's up, soccer guys? Like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so I gotta tell them, oh, my real name's Leo, just if you wanted to know, you know. But
Probably better that they don't know, to be honest.
yeah,
Yeah.
but um, no, it's cool. I mean, I like it. A lot of people invite me to like, oh, if you want to hang out with us, we're over here, or like, can we take a picture of you? I remember one
Yeah.
time I was at Rose Bowl with the Mexico game, and somebody asked me, "Oh, can I take a picture?" I was like, "Oh yeah, who are you trying to take a picture of, or like with who?" Because I was with other like influencers or content creators, and they're like, "Oh, I'm
You
trying to take a
see?
picture with you," and I'm like, "Oh shit,
Love it.
me?" Like, I mean, okay, if you want, I mean, so taking pictures with somebody, it's like, I mean, I didn't know if somebody wanted a picture with me, so it's like, it's kind of cool, but it's just like I'm still not used to
Different.
it either. Yeah,
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
How
Did
did
it feel like a shock? I guess obviously. I mean, we haven't had that happen yet. We're like, oh, Pub Footy guys are there. Let's take a picture of them. Like,
yeah.
how was that the first time that happened to you?
Oh, the first time is funny and it's so random. I was going to go see Bad Bunny in Mexico City, but that's a different story.
that's
But
a dope story. Shit, I want to hear more
yeah,
about it. The hell?
but this is how it started. My friends, they like Bad Bunny, so we were gonna go to SoFi Stadium to find cheap tickets last minute. So we were all dressed to go. We were in the car looking for tickets, and cheapest ones were like $600 nosebleed. So we're like, well, that's not gonna happen. And my friends was like, what if we go to Mexico? He's gonna play in December over there. It's like, we're not gonna go to Mexico, but if you want, I mean, I doubt it. We're not gonna go though. And then fast forward, they found tickets. I found tickets. So our trip was from LAX. Then we had a layover in Puerto Vallarta, and then Mexico City.
It was at Azteca, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Before
remember that.
yeah.
Damn.
And it's funny because it was during the World Cup. I remember it was when Argentina beat the Netherlands. I was watching in Puerto Vallarta because we had a layover, like 6 hour layover. But before that, some guy getting out of the plane in Puerto Vallarta, some guy kind of like look at me. He looked at me like he knew me. He looked like he was maybe 50 years old, which is so random too, you know? And he's like, he told me, he's like, dude, and I'm like, I'm not wearing any soccer gear too, which is funny. And I'm like, no, like, oh, it's cute to be on TikTok. Like, oh shit.
Shit.
Like, yeah, it's like the most random, bro. It's the most random guy and the most in Porto. And he said, "Oh yeah, that's me." He's like, "Oh, I love your stuff," and I was like, "Oh, thank you." So that was the first time I was recognized, and I ran into him again in our flight to Mexico City. So that was the first time I was recognized, and I remember I told my mom, "He's like, oh, this and this happened." He's like, no te vayan a secuestrar, or like, wow, boy, like in a fucking airport, like relax. He's like, yeah, in an airport.
Typical Hispanic mom.
Yeah, I'm like, what's like? He just said hi, and he's like, that's it. He's like, okay, pues ten
That's
cuidado.
hysterical.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
How did
yeah.
how did El Soccer Guy? How did the name come about?
It's funny too because I was talking with my brother, and I was like, okay, it has to do with something but soccer or football, and I was trying to think of different names. And one of my friend, I didn't want to copy him because he's not a content creator, but he has football in his name. But I was like, so I was trying to, because I'm a marketing major, so or graduate, so like I do marketing, so it has to, when it comes to, I don't know if you're familiar with SEO, search engine optimization,
Yeah.
keyword search. So I was trying to find something like I have to have soccer in it or football. I live in the US. I know as soccer. So I was telling my brothers, like, what do you think fits better? You know, el football guy, el soccer guy. And I was like, and I think he chose a different one, that the one I don't have right now. So I was thinking about it, and I was just like, what's easy to remember? What would make more sense? Because I was also trying to put my name into it, but like, I don't know if I want to have my name on it. So well, but I also wanted to have like some Spanish in there. So I was like el, which is
Yeah.
the, and then soccer, and then guy. I was like, el soccer boy, and I'm like, nah, that sounds like I'm a kid. Like no, that wouldn't make sense.
It would be a little weird. I would
Yeah,
agree.
Soccer
yeah.
boy.
So it's like it doesn't make sense. But so that's how it came out. It took me like maybe like a day. It's like I need the right market, I need the right brand, I need the right image. So I was like a soccer guy.
I know a lot of your content's towards, like the Mexican soccer community, right? Is that kind of what you aimed to do, or is that kind of just where your path kind of navigated and where you kind of want to stay?
I'm trying to do like more travel stuff because I feel like I mean obviously I want to get paid for stuff, but I think my passion for what I'm doing is I really want to help people when it comes to like it, I'll make a video of like I go to New York, for example, MetLife Stadium. I show you what's around, I show you how much the tickets were. I just want to help people know what's around, how much they're gonna money they're gonna spend, what it's like before they go. So I want to be like that tour guide, I guess, for like soccer, for
Like a
travel, for food.
informational.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's what I want to do.
I was gonna ask about like the whole like Latin influence, right? Like you have it in your name. There's a lot of soccer content creators in California that are geared towards Mexican Americans. I think what have you seen that sparked this, like, I'm not gonna say revolution, but it sparked this like wave Mexican American content creators? Like what kind of gaps have you seen that you and other content creators are trying to fill within that community? And like Carlos said, like, again, it might not be something that maybe you continue to do in the future, but I feel like it does stick, right? Like you're Mexican American, you met a guy in Mexico that saw your content. So I guess just speak to me more about like the influence of you being Mexican American, your audience, and how do you think your content has really like gravitated towards that community?
I mean, from what I think is, I think I'm more somewhat respected in the US because, I'm here, but I think the word soccer really still offends people, even like in Mexico, like,
Yeah.
soccer. So I guess trying to connect both worlds, Mexico and the US, is for me, I feel like content creators in the US are finding it really difficult. But for me, I think MLS is growing bigger than Liga MX. Honestly, there's times where I'm like, I don't hate Liga MX, it just disappoints me. And I find it more entertaining to watch MLS than anything else because the names, the way that's format, because the whole Liga and Liga MX, I kind of hate it. It just ruins the game. I don't know what it is. I don't even like watching it because I'm an
Yeah.
America fan. So, but as a content creator here, something that's I think really important for us to keep going is our brands that are like trying to connect with content creators because we have such a large audience. So if there's emails that I usually get from brands like, oh, can you do this for us? In return, we'll either pay you or give you something as merch. So they know we have an audience that they can't reach. So we're really important in the US, but I don't know how important we are outside of the US.
Do you like, I don't really know the Mexican soccer football content creator space. Are there a lot of content creators in Mexico? Because I haven't really
Yeah.
seen it, right? Like I see
I
your stuff, I see a bunch of
yeah.
other guys' stuff and from Cali, but what about the guys in Mexico? Is there like that competition?
Yeah, I've seen some, and some of them are doing really good. I think they're more united in Mexico than over here because they even have their own like groups. So like, there's a group of like content creators that they do collabs or they go to events together. While over here, I feel like everyone's just trying to do their own thing, and I'm trying to get people like together as a group, like in the U.S. to like collab. Like I went to Vegas and I met this other content creator. Her name's Stadium Food Girl. So she goes to stadiums. She does like the foodie stuff.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to do that more because uh I don't know, maybe it's gatekeeping for people. I don't know. I try not to gatekeep because I want everybody to succeed.
For sure.
So I'm trying to make more connections to see how far I can get and who I can help. Let's say I remember this was a while ago. Somebody reached out to me like, "Oh, can you do this?" I got an email or message from someone that wanted me to promote Real Madrid stuff or something, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't do that. I'm a Barca fan, but I do know someone that's a content creator and does follow Madrid.
Nice.
You can reach out to him
Yeah.
because I mean, I can't do that. I can't
It
betray
goes
my
against your
team.
brand in a way,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
I
Yeah, you
can't do
can't do that.
that. And somebody too was also there was another message where I got like, oh, we're looking for somebody like, would you be willing to go to a Galaxy game and promote their stuff? And I was like, nah, I can't. I'm a LAFC fan. Like loyalty over
This
everything. Like
guy's
sorry,
loyal.
For
yeah,
sure.
This
I
is
can't do that.
This
this
is
is
my
what we
guy
need to
right
rock out with,
Yeah,
man. Loyalty is
yeah.
a
So
huge thing.
yeah,
Yeah, talk to me more about that because I think it's important to be authentic, like as a content creator, right? Like,
yeah. It's. I mean, I think every content creator wants to get paid, but it's I don't care. I mean, there's some probably don't care about the team, but I do. Obviously it's my brand, so it's if I were to do a Madrid thing as a Barca fan, I feel like that hurts my image because like, oh, well, this guy got promoted by this brand to get some money. He'll do anything for money. Like, I can't do that. Nah, I'm sorry. But um, it's difficult to say no, but I'd rather pass that opportunity to somebody else, even if I don't get paid. At least somebody will get it. Kind of like paying it forward. I believe in doing something good for somebody and something better will come to you. That's how it is. That's how it's been. And little by little, I mean, those emails for opportunities come, and I always get a lot of weird mess emails too about promoting like some products you've never heard of, and they look like they're from Timu, which no disrespect to Timu, but I'm not
yeah.
trying to make money off like the most random thing they'll send me.
You also it'll like you don't want to like pigeonhole yourself to do
Yeah, because
things for those brands.
there's a lot of content creators that I've seen like that go on their link in bio and then they have like all these links to different products. And I mean, why are you trying to promote 20 products? Maybe people need it. Maybe that's what they do, but not me. I can't do that. I prefer not to.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's dope that, as you said, like obviously this soccer communities or content communities massive, right? There's a space for everybody, and obviously if people reach out to you and it doesn't match what you're trying to brand yourself as, you're able to pass the opportunity to someone else. So I think that it's awesome because obviously we're all trying to create
We're trying to,
content for people, make
yeah.
people laugh and stuff. So it's a space and a community where as you said, like let's try to bring each other together and do content with each other and grow this whole soccer stuff in the
Yeah.
US together.
See, like right now with you guys, I mean, I'm always open to do podcasts with people. They just got to ask and they tell me when. Makes it easier for me. So I'm always willing to help out people, even if they're a small creator. It's like, hey, bro, I've been in your place, so I know how it feels. Somebody just got to take the chance, see how it goes. We can either like collab, we can feature, whatever. You want some tips, advice? Because a lot of people ask me, like, how did you do it? It's like, I just didn't stop and I just kept going. And you don't see the overnight success in a week. You see it in like years.
100%.
Maybe.
100%.
There's some creators that do get lucky, which hey, good for them. But not everybody, Not everybody goes to those. I don't know if you've seen that video. Llegaron las pizzas kind of video meme. That shit is funny, bro. I was like, how do you get famous by saying that? It's so random. Las pizzas, and I was trying to do it with my mom, and I'm like, ¿De qué hablas? Like, I was like, never mind. It's hard to connect with, like, I guess our moms, dads, uncles right now with whatever's going on. Because my mom's actually on TikTok more than me, which
Is
is
she?
funny. Yeah, she's just on it, and
Rolling.
I'm here trying to work, and she's just there looking at cat videos,
Does your I'm sure your family like kind of like knows what you're doing, but do they like fully understand it? Because we have Hispanic parents, right? So they're
Yeah.
probably like Johnny's dad's probably like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Doing a podcast with these guys. So it's just like, you don't know.
No, they don't. They know, but they don't know, and they don't know like what is it like. Why do you go to all these games? Like, do you have money for it? It's like nah. I mean, I get it. I get invited. Like they give me free tickets. Uh, and they're like, okay, but like I mean, I just make people laugh. Like, and my mom's like, pero te pagaron? And I'm like, nah, but I got free tickets. Those tickets are like $200-300. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather get free tickets for me than get paid because like at the SoFi at the what was it the Nations League, the tickets that I got, I think they were like worth $350 each. So I
Yeah,
saved myself $700. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting paid and getting free tickets, but I mean, it's better than nothing.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess maybe talk to us about how that event went at the Nations League at SO5 with all those other content creators. Was it a good
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
Like, how did you guys meet them?
But yeah, well, shout out to Cabra Football or Football Asada or both of them. But they do what I do. They do it as a group, which I really like, and that's something I want to look for in OC or just anywhere. But they invited me randomly. I've done like a few collabs with them. I just sent them the collab, except they're not a big deal. But they've told me that they see my stuff pop up, which is good, and I'm like, okay. Well, they invited me to a suite, which was really cool. It was the second time I was in a suite. Not trying to brag, but it was. But it was more
You can
different
brag, don't worry.
because this one was more different because it was full of creators. You know, it was more people like my age because the first time it was for work and everybody was like probably like maybe 40 and above. So I couldn't really. And it looks like they weren't there to watch the game. They were just there to talk business.
Not as fun. Trust me.
Yeah. No,
Not
yeah.
definitely not as fun.
Yeah, so a lot of creators were there, and we did some couple videos, which is great, and that's what I want to do is just video, either feature, collab, whatever. But it was fun, especially when everybody's really into the game and everybody's reaction. It's a whole
Yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
vibe, you know. Not like with, I mean, business people is fine, but I'm there to watch the game, you know, especially in a suite. You know, I gotta enjoy everything: free drinks, free food, whatever, you know.
It didn't hurt that Mexico won. So,
Yeah, exactly, basically that too.
well, cool, man. It was. I mean, it's awesome to hear your stories. I really like how collabing is important to you. Being authentic, being true to your brand is important. I mean, I think we all totally agree. I feel like we grew up similarly, right, in a similar like Hispanic household. I feel like we uphold certain values, and you see the loyalty, right? Johnny with Arsenal for years and years. Carlos
Ah,
with Chelsea and Real Madrid. Me, my loyalty is with Messi. I have the jersey in the back. I'm a big Messi fan. So,
I'm saying, bro. I
Same.
feel
but
you,
No,
yeah,
me
I
man.
mean,
too.
I think
Same. Me too.
I think
Same.
loyalty and
Same
values
vibe.
are extremely important.
No, I was gonna say that every time Messi plays against like Miami or America, it's like damn, you know, it hurts when he scores against us. But I mean, like, hey, you know, nice job, but I got to go for my team. But when Messi came over to play against LAFC, I was really happy because his career's gonna end soon. So I was able to. I had the opportunity to sell my tickets. They were going for like $300 each, but I'm like, I can't do it.
Yeah, for sure.
This might be the last time I see him in person.
No, I totally agree. Yeah. No, seeing Messi against your team is the worst. I mean, imagine us, like we have to see Messi twice each eliminatoria, and it's awful
Uh,
when he scores on us, right? But it is what it is, right? Before we let you go, for people out there that, are our age, even older, younger, I feel like it doesn't matter how old you are to start to be a content creator, but I think what would be like your three things or three pieces of advice that you would give them to start their content creator journey?
I think the first advice, if someone were to ask me like what it takes, is I guess be authentic, be yourself, because it makes it easier. You don't want to. I mean, for me, I don't want to. I don't want to be someone that I'm not, especially online. I'm pretty sure there's some people that are, but I think if you're authentic and you show who you really are, it makes things easier when it comes to making content. I think people think I'm pretty sure I get people say that I'm funny in person, but I try to like once I get comfortable, I don't stop talking shit. So like if I
What
go to New
what
York and I try not to offend you, but it's all jokes, you know.
Probably the
It's
perfect
just
pack of people here to do that with.
yeah, it's just banter and talking shit is all we do here.
I mean, you see
Yeah.
how these guys went at it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm worse. That's the thing, I
The
can't.
perfect.
I got to go little by little, to try to get like okay, what's
You
the
gotta
comfort zone?
come for the Copa del Rey final. We'll
Yeah.
take you to Mulligan's, Madrid, Barca, and we'll show you a good
Um,
time.
Yeah.
people ask me like, someone asked me, don't you think you're ever crossing the line? And like, what line? I was like, no,
There we
you either
go. Love
either
it.
you take it or you don't. And then when people would calm down, it's like, all right, fine, you got to ruin the party and everything. But
You with
I
the
guess,
right people right now.
for a second, I guess don't worry about making the next viral video. It will happen when it comes. People are more worried about going viral than being consistent. So what I've been trying to do every single day is trying to post maybe 2 to 3 times a day. That's what I'm trying to. That's my aim. I think I've been doing that for like the last 2 months, 2 to 3 times a day, and it's tough because I got to think of content ideas and I got to do it a certain amount of time because if I don't, then I might miss my window. And it's really helped for me because I did a collab with these girls. They do like it's hard to say. They do like Hispanic, Latino like vibes, and they asked me like, "Oh, how do you do it?" Like, I 2, 3 times a day, I gotta post something. Whether it's a meme, short video, I got it, or maybe a repeat. I guess the one of the benefits of being bilingual is I'll do a funny video in Spanish, and then maybe the next week I'll translate it in English. So I have 2 videos instead of one, you know. And the third one would be, I guess, don't expect the money to come in so soon because I think people know that you'll get paid as a content creator. I think the one thing they should worry about is making the connections or meeting the right people because then that's when they will come because once people or brands see what you're doing and they notice that you're not doing anything wrong or talking bad about people or other brands, they'll know like, okay, this person is brand safety because I've worked on the other side when it comes to like looking for influencers. Brands look at you like deep to see
Yeah.
if you're gonna be a safe person to sponsor or invite. Because there was one time I can't really mention it or like what it is, but the context of this is that we were supposed to have this person, this content creator, promote this brand, and it was like during the election, and she was after Trump won, she was going off like
Mm.
Trump, the political party, her thoughts, which is fine. I heard my supervisor's like, that's fine. Free speech is okay, but you're we can't do business with somebody that's being very political during a time like this. So
Yeah.
they had to let that person go like last minute. We had to find somebody. So I always try to be careful with what I say or what I do because it might hurt you. And that's the one thing about being a content creator is for me it's easy because if someone sees me that they know me, I always try to say hi, try to make conversation. They want a picture. I can't. I don't want to be mean because if you are or you give them the wrong vibe, they'll remember that and they'll post it. And I think a lot of people get canceled for like minor things.
Interesting. Yeah.
And that's the one thing that it's a little scary is I don't want to be. I mean, I don't think I say a lot of bad things, but I also don't want to be that person that gets canceled for something dumb, like the most idiotic thing you could think of, like because people. I'm pretty sure you've seen it, especially on TikTok. People do really stupid stuff, and I'm just like, bro, maybe they're drunk or
Yeah. Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
and you're pretty much your life as a content creator just ends like that. So
Yeah, people are pretty evil online, and obviously,
yeah,
like they hide behind their phones, right? But and it's weird because sometimes it feels like they really go out of their way to try to ruin somebody's
yeah,
career or
yeah,
content creator career, and it's tough. I totally agree. It's you do have to be safe with what you say. I feel like we try to do our best. You obviously see how the pod how we
yeah,
we kind of let our speech kind of free flow, but we don't really say anything too insane
yeah. No,
because
that's
yeah
good.
you can get called out fast.
Yeah, so those are my tips. Even for you
Yeah.
guys, I mean, I really appreciate you guys inviting me. If you're trying to make it, honestly, it's possible. But yeah, I don't think it's ever too late. I mean, but you just got to do it, and then if it takes off, it takes off. And I think people are just scared, and that's fine. I mean, I was scared too. Now I'm just look at me now. I'm like, and also because of soccer, because what I'm doing, I've been traveling wherever I can just for soccer, but also to experience new cities, meet new people. So I think it's really opened my mind when it comes to traveling.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. Again, I think showing your when you put your face out there, when you put yourself out there, they respond well to it. Because you're not hiding behind your phone anymore. We did videos early on with like soccer updates, but I would kind of do a voiceover
Mm.
so people wouldn't see my face, right? But now, like even you say like, yeah, I've seen your videos, and we've had a lot of other people when we reach out to them or they reach out to us, it's because they've seen our videos. It's because they see the people behind the voice. I think it's important to be like personable with people because at the end of the day, like we're all human, right? I said this like early on, like we're not perfect, like
Yeah.
when we do the pod, like we're not perfect. We're not in a TV studio. We don't our takes can be, outlandish. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's at the end of the day, like we're just regular people. I think
Yeah.
trying to be as authentic as we can for us as soccer, specifically soccer content creators, like we want it to be a new voice for people to not always have to go on traditional media and hear people's takes. I mean, we've seen it not even in soccer, but just throughout all other sports, how traditional media has tapped into this like podcast, has tapped into other voices. Like, I mean, the best example is the Pat McAfee show. I don't know if do you watch Pat
Yeah,
McAfee? Like,
I know. Yeah, it's entertaining. It's different.
it's different. Like
Yeah.
ESPN spent a lot of money getting those guys on, and I think it's like just the beginning. I think more and more traditional media is going to tap into podcasting and different routes of independent voices. And you're seeing it now. Like even like Men in Blazers, they started their own like media company, and they're bringing in different social media profiles to be like under their umbrella
Yeah.
of a media house. And I think it's just the beginning. So it's cool to see like content creators like you and a lot of other people in Cali really popping off and being part of the community. And yeah, appreciate you coming on, and hopefully we have more times and more collabs to
Oh
come.
yeah. No, yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll let you guys know. Hopefully by tonight or tomorrow, I'll know if I go to New York or New
Yes,
Jersey.
that flight.
The
Get
Yeah,
on
I'm
that flight
trying
to
to.
Copa del Rey.
in-person collab. I mean, at Mulligan's, you
Yeah.
have a couple of brews, some tequila.
Yeah, it was well, I had Colombia as the main option, but I might have to wait. Yeah, I have so many things going on next month. My mom's birthday is next month, so I'm trying to be back before her birthday because I can't miss that.
For sure.
So that's the thing. But I'll let you guys know if it happens. If not, then I'll probably be in Colombia. But I'm also trying to like back to Europe in a way. And no, actually, I'm trying to go to the when the Camp Nou opens. That's my priority after that.
Gotta go back to the Coliseum. I miss that stadium, man. Cool. You can find Leo at El Soccer Guy both on TikTok and Instagram. Please check him out. I will also put his link in the YouTube video. So, Leo, much appreciated. We will see you soon. Hopefully here in Jersey, boys.
Boss.
We'll talk soon. Take care, guys.
See you guys.